Kyle here from All Media Reviews. Kind of a video blog, or not really. This is going to be not too long. Hopefully, these videos seem to go longer than they should. Always, of course, as I babble on. But one thing I can tell you is I did like Stephen Wilson's tour for the overview, which comes out March, it's like March 14th. I'll have to do a calendar. I don't know when I'm going to do the next one, but anyway, that album's coming out in a few months. But he's touring across like Europe and maybe some other places, and then he just announced it was yesterday that a bunch of dates in North America, including in Minneapolis. He's playing actually at the Orpheum Theater. He's never played a theater with Porcupine Tree or solo here, so that's interesting. And the artist pre-sale was today, and the code was at the top, and so it's on September 16th. And yeah, I went and I bought a ticket. So, not that I was in love with the last record I liked. I bought it on vinyl, the Harmony Codex. But I imagine he's going to be playing a fair amount, if not the entire, the overview. The overview supposedly is like two tracks, and they're both like 15 minutes long or something like that, or 15, something like that. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I'm going to that. The tour dates, I guess I could copy a link, a lot of the general sales. Some of the other pre-sales are happening after today, like the Ticketmaster, and there's one other pre-sale. And then I think Friday is the general public sale. Maybe it's the venue pre-sale. Is happening either tomorrow, Wednesday, the 29th, or the 30th of January. But then on the 31st, the Friday, is the general sale. But yeah, so I'm going to that. I didn't spend an arm and a leg. I didn't. Tickets were not cheap. I didn't expect that. That's kind of the way things have become. But I got first row in the balcony. I don't think I've ever sat there. First row in the balcony was, whatever I paid with the fees and stuff. I think it was like a $55 ticket, so it ended up being like 70 some dollars. So it was $60. I can't remember, but should be good, see how the album comes out. So the other thing I wanted to maybe do, if I do anything else in this video, I don't know if this is probably just going to be is just to show the stuff. I finally got all of it in the mail from the Musicares sponsored Discogs.com. Um, you know, all the proceeds, all the basically anything you were to buy on Friday, January 17th. Yeah, it was. So it was a week ago Friday. It wasn't last Friday, it was the Friday before that. Um Went to Music Cares, which Music Cares, all that money was being put toward the fires in LA Palisades and that kind of stuff that they're still dealing with. I think they're doing better. I mean, there's all this political stuff with Trump and everything that's been going on with it. But I think they're still dealing with it, unfortunately. But I think they've at least, I haven't heard that much about it. It's still concerning, but I think a lot of the severity of it has gotten better. So I can tell you this: I got three things I bought that day. So I wasn't gonna break the bank. I would love to spend a lot more money, but I just have to be careful with money. Of course, I mean, buying a ticket for Stephen Wilson, but just play things paycheck to paycheck and everything. But I'll show the three things I got. So I got one compact disc and then two vinyl records. One being, this is La Priest, formerly of Late of the Pier, British artist, very electronic, dance punk kind of popish. This is the song when I first heard his music. It was only like, say it was like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe not even 4 years ago. This song is called "Oh I Know." This is like a promo. It was only $2, but with the shipping and stuff, it was a fair amount more. But includes the radio edit. But yeah, it's a great track. It's very catchy. Here's the actual CD. I think it came out in 2015. Is there 2015 or 2016? Um, but yeah, this is a great track. I mean, one of the best songs of whatever the 2010s, I think. So, but yeah, La Priest is that. I remember I got someone domestically here got it though. So, um, anyway, I don't have any of the other La Priest records. I should get the first album, the debut album. So, the next one is a vinyl copy of something I already, I showed just a little while ago. This is from Jared Draugen's the vinyl copy of Must Be the Holy Ghost's last release in 2014, Overflow, which is like a mini album or an EP, I guess. I didn't realize it actually was not open. I was going to show it, so hopefully this doesn't take me. Um, the full length, whatever, in effect, first record that came out in 2012. This is 2016. I think in 20 came out in 20. This came out in 2016. That came out in 2014. The full length I'd like to get, but it's harder to find. Maybe a little pricier. I just wasn't. Like I said, I spent about a grand total of about $45. So like basically 40. I'm not including the cost of the tax or the shipping especially, but yeah, this is something I've been listening to. One of my most listened to releases over the last month. Even though it came out in 2016, but Thick Crossing, North Carolina's own Must Be the Holy Ghost, Jared Draugen's project, very ghost rock, you know, emotional guitar echoing and vocal echoing, and a lot of great tracks on this. Meltdown, Forest, um, Keep Taking the Medicine. So yeah, great to have something from Jared on vinyl now too. So and then the last one, I decided I would buy at least one sort of long desired record that wasn't that. I get the emails and stuff. If you're on Discogs, you get emails with on your want list because I have a want list that's like 9 pages long. It's like 400 or 500 items. But I decided to get Marillion's "Happiness Is the Road," the hard shoulder, which here it is. I don't know, it was like $25 or something like that. So this is the one half of the Happiness Is the Road record. I believe it's just one. Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's two actually. So what Happiness Is the Road? I know Happiness Is the Road is like a 90-minute, the whole thing, which I actually pulled it out, the other one. Yeah. Um Track list isn't really on here though. It's interesting. That's kind of disappointing in a way. Not on the record, but I've always felt like the hard shoulder I liked slightly more, but I mean it's they look at I look at the Happiness Is the Road as a double album, not as two separate albums. The other one being Essence. But yeah, Cool Jackets came out in 2008, so it's now 17 years. Um, yeah, it's just I got standard black. That's interesting though. It doesn't have the track list on here, but whatever. I'm just like happy to have a vinyl copy of this album. Um, which yeah, I'm just about to mention that. So now having this record, let me show the gatefold part full on vinyl. I'm only missing proper one Marillion record um, on vinyl. See, I've got Essence right here. So I'm only missing Sounds That Can't Be Made, which I have like that big CD deluxe version. But I'll probably have to look into getting it. I don't know how much it is. I'd like to buy it from, obviously, if push comes to shove, I'd like to buy it from Racket Records, from the band directly, but kind of just thinking from a budget standpoint, and I just was. This is still a very good cause, obviously. I'm sure the band would even understand it as much as they'd like to get my money. But yeah, I mean, it says Man from Planet Marzipan's one of my favorites. Real Tears for Sale. It's got a live version of Nothing Fills the Hole slash Woke Up, actually, which the CD I don't think has that. Half the World. Whatever Is Wrong with You was an early single. I love that track. It's catchy and kind of good riff to it. It's kind of groovish. Thunderfly, Silent. I mean, I need to. I should do. I mentioned this a couple years ago. I did the Marillion series. I've always went to like spend a little more time thoroughly getting a better sense about this record. It's always been sort of like a uneven, but a record that I've always liked. I liked it a lot more than the previous record. So yeah, this is I should go through that. I should do. I don't know. I mean, but it leads me only needing the Sounds That Can't Be Made. I do intend to get, if I can, a more the more the full like the campaign edition of Marbles. I don't have that on vinyl at some point, and I think that's it. There's a couple others that would be nice to have, but I don't know. It's just nice to have a complete collection, and I'm going to probably be sending Scott from the Prog Corner. I have it right here, I think. One of my four copies, one I could part with of Clutching at Straws. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, the only other record I know it's coming at some point. It's going to be probably a few more months. I mean, more stuff will come up. Is the Chilling Alpine Adventure? Falling Up presents that record, my album of the year from 2024. So, but yeah, I guess again I've kind of biding my time here, trying to figure out everything. But I want to get back into. I want to do 2009 as I've talked about, Empire, and then which isn't that long of a list. It's like 40 titles that I had, so probably stuff I'm missing. I don't know of any that I've added that I forgot at this point, which is kind of good. Might be tomorrow, might be Thursday. I'm not sure. At least by the end of the week, maybe. And then maybe I'm gonna start doing the CD A to Z and try to motor through that. And then I've been doing some shorts. I want to do more actively doing the shorts, which may not be showing my cats, which I've just been showing my cats mostly. Um, and that list I did. There's a few other agenda items I'm still interested in doing. I thought there was a couple others like movies. I'm at the movie list. I know there's other stuff in the works, but I'll be talking about it. But thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.